So I went to go see this movie, and the theater I went to go see it at, they gave me this little Lego set. It's pretty cool, right? It's a little Emmett and a little construction machine thing. This thing's not even in the movie. His character is, though, of course. Say hi, Chris Pratt. The Lego Movie 2. The second part. So the sequel to the Lego Movie is out. It is Among Us. It's been 5 years since the little sister has invaded the Lego universe. So now Bricksburg has become Apocalypseburg. It was basically like an invasion. So now General Mayhem arrives on the scene and kidnaps all the supporting characters, Lucy and Metalbeard and everyone. So Emmett now has to go rescue them. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually thought this was a pretty solid sequel. As good as the first one, no, but I still thought it was enjoyable in its own right. I'll be honest, when the Lego Ninjago movie came out and I wasn't a huge fan of it, I was like, maybe this whole Lego cinematic franchise should just stop. It started out strong, but now they're just kind of running it into the ground. But no, the Lego Movie 2 shows us that it's all about execution, because I had myself a really good time with this movie. First off, the voice acting is always great. You know, Chris Pratt has established himself as a great actor at this point. He's a leading man, but in this movie, he voices two different characters. He's the main character, Emmett, you already know, but he also voices the best character in this movie, in my opinion, Rex Dangervest, galaxy-defending archaeologist, cowboy, and raptor trainer.
I don't get it.
This guy's like the best. He's like all the different personality archetypes that you would expect a Chris Pratt-ish character to be like, just exaggerated to be funny, or at least funny in a kid-friendly way. And I loved it. You know, all the meta humor that the Lego movies have always had, it's back in this movie and it's still funny. And a good chunk of that is in part to Rex Dangervest. You know, like the fact that he's a raptor trainer that's kind of like poking fun at Jurassic World, which Chris Pratt is in. And this movie also gives him a good backstory. I mean, yeah, for a kid's movie about Legos, that's really tongue-in-cheek, like not meant to be taken seriously, or at least not really seen that way, like it's supposed to be taken seriously. That's where these good Lego movies anyway really surprise you. Like the first one. You went into the first one going, alright, this should be like a fun, entertaining movie. You walked out going, wow, that really hit me. This movie also does that to you. Or at least it did it to me. I'm not gonna say how, of course, because, you know, this is a spoiler-free review. I will say, however, that this movie, unlike the first one, this is pretty much, I'd say it's a musical, in the sense that there are quite a few musical numbers in this movie. The trailers did not advertise that, so I'm telling you here straight out, almost like a warning, because I don't want you guys to have the same experience I had with Tangled. When Tangled first came out, none of the trailers said it was going to be a musical. So when I saw it in theaters, I was like, what did I just walk into? And I hated it. I like Tangled now, I'm just saying though. I wonder why trailers do that. Like, why do they cover up the fact that the movie's going to be a musical? It's kind of a weird way of subverting expectations. That being said though, the songs in this movie, they're good, they're catchy. In fact, they're really catchy. Like, they are gonna be stuck inside your head, at least for the rest of the day you see the movie. So beware of that. And also, just like the first one, most of the humor in this movie landed with me, but not all of it. There is one segment in this movie that deals with specifically DC-related humor. Myself being a superhero fan, I loved that segment. It was hilarious. But humor-wise, the movie was like 75-25. 25% of the humor didn't land with me, the rest of it did. So, you know, solid. And the ending of this movie is also solid. It teaches a great lesson like the first one did. But that's where my biggest problem with this movie comes in, is that the movie wraps up like 3 different times. I'd say the ending of this movie is like a solid half an hour or so, which is also kind of a subverting expectations thing, because the movie's like, okay, we're gonna end right here, and then it goes on for like another 20 minutes. I feel like that might have been a minor spoiler, but I'm not gonna say what happens. The funny thing is, like, if the movie had ended where it said it was going to originally, I would have been like, whoa, that is a great ending. Really threw you for a loop. I was like, crap, that's almost a better ending than that of the first one. But then it goes on and it gets to the actual ending, and I'm like, still not a bad ending, but maybe I would have preferred the ending it said it was going for originally. So in the end, I know this is a really short review, but I'm in a really lazy mood right now. I saw this movie 2 days ago. I'm not a role model when it comes to getting things done on time. But in the end, I still really enjoyed the Lego Movie 2, not as much as the first one. All the characters are still great. The humor is pretty funny for the most part. The animation, of course, is beautiful. The animation just keeps getting better and better as these Lego movies go on. So photorealistic. Again, you would swear it's stop motion animation like in real life, but it's not. It's still done with computers. It's just really impressive. The music is really good. It's enjoyable. The score done by Mark Mothersbaugh, again, like the first one, it's really good. The story is actually really solid. Just the ending kind of threw me off a little bit. For the Lego Movie 2, the second part, I will say, go see this movie while it's in theaters. Let's make this a trilogy. Let's do it. I'm sure they're planning it. So the Lego Movie 2, have you seen it? What did you think about it compared to the first one? Whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe.